How old are you?
Well, that's a secret that I shouldn't tell.
How about you?
I am 51.
Are you single?
Yes.
Yes.
If I wanted to take you two on a first date in Miami, would $30 be enough to have a good time?
No.
No.
We are more valuable than that.
For the valet parking, yes. You
Exactly.
You can park the
That's
car.
only for the valet.
But y'all were both married for 20 years. So why not start with a simple coffee date?
Because we don't have time for that anymore.
We don't have time for a coffee.
We are making businesses, big businesses here, and we don't have time. We don't have time for coffee.
So what is your ideal first date then, if not a $30 coffee one?
To go for a nice dinner, I don't care about the money. To go for a nice dinner in a nice place, to have a nice conversation, and that's it. But with a $30 in Miami, you can't go to a restaurant to have a nice dinner. It's impossible.
Why should the man invest $300 for the first date if he doesn't even know you yet?
Because that's what I'm worth it.
We know who we are, so
Do you think the men in your dating pool now would rather spend that $300 on you, or would they rather spend it on, like, say, that 25-year-old chick?
he can do whatever he wants to do.
We are not looking for men that they value more the age than what we have inside and in our brain.
Yeah.
That's not the type of men we want to be with us.
Oh, you want to hit on me at the gas station? Then you can offer to pay for my gas.
Oh, really?
If you ain't paying for my gas, don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Well, now this is just a thought I had. If some women actually showed their true personality right off the bat, then they wouldn't have to worry about being approached in the first place, but that's just me.
You want to hit on me at the parts store and you see I'm buying coolant for my truck? Why don't you say, excuse me, ma'am, I think you're beautiful. Can I put that coolant in your truck for you? And then we can talk, okay? Off. I'm sick of y'all. Sick of it.
Gee, it really is so difficult to imagine why so many men are absolutely opting out of the entire idea of approaching women at all. Especially if this is the type of thing that they might encounter, out there in the wild. Just imagine approaching a woman with such a sense of entitlement that just because you said something nice to her or asked for her number, she thought that you were obligated to pay for whatever it is she's shopping for. My goodness, no wonder so many men are choosing to remain peacefully and happily single.
Look at this. 38, getting divorced after 16 years. He's the best man I've ever met and still not good enough. Don't do it, ladies. Bro, did you just hear what she said? 38, getting divorced after 16 years. He's the best man I've ever met and still not good enough. Don't do it. And I'm the hater. I'm just observing what's around me. I want you to see this video real quick. Look. Let's keep this video.
The thing that's even concerning is that, all of the older women, when I say older, 50 plus, are strongly passionate about younger women, 20s, 30s, not getting married. It's like you can see your future, and they're telling you exactly what are we going to do about this?
Now peep these comments, bro. I want you to peep these comments. Look at this. 43 here. Don't get married unless he's rich and there's no prenup. That's not happening. Look at this one. I'm 48. I've been married for over 20 years to a man I would for. If I could go back in time, I would tell younger me to never get married. Love him? Yes. Live with him? No. Have kids with him? No. Bro, are y'all not understanding? It doesn't matter how good of a person you are, how much you're able to love. It don't matter. Look at this. I almost want to find this woman's husband so I can send it to him. Do I love my husband? Yup. Would I get married again? No. This is insane. Look, married 23 years. I love my husband. Love my kids. However, if I could go back, I'd never have gotten married. Never. Don't do it. Trust your elders. Trust us. Bro, are you getting the patterns here? It don't matter how much you love your woman. It don't matter how much of a great guy you are. Bro, they can leave you after 30 years. And everything that you've done, down the drain. It's like you might as well just be single forever. This generation is cooked, bro. And they're telling us, I'm not being a hater. I'm just observing and listening to my surroundings. Don't get me wrong. I take things for granted. But everybody's saying don't get married. Yo, and not only that, look around. 70% of y'all parents aren't even together. And not only this is the woman talking. Ask men. Ask men. Ask men in their 40s and up, or niggas that are just married, ask them if they would get married. Ask them if they would do it all over again and get married. I'm not being a hater, I promise you.
The fastest way to lose a good man, it's not cheating. it's becoming his biggest source of stress. He's already fighting the world, work pressure, money, expectations. If home feels like another battlefield, he won't stay long. Men don't leave because someone prettier shows up. They leave when peace disappears. If every conversation is a challenge, every decision is questioned, every moment feels tense, that's not partnership. That's pressure. He doesn't need a competitor. He needs softness where life is hard. Respect where the world doubts him. Loyalty isn't controlled, it's created. So if he's distant, ask yourself, are you his piece or just another problem?
I'm Mickey Fox and I'm 45. All right. And why'd you pop your balloon? Because he actually looks like a felon and I'm good with that. What is the look of a felon? Okay, I will say this. I have teenage sons who understand etiquette and they understand, like, we were told to dress like we're going to a fancy restaurant, and I just don't think he understands that world. And so it just kind of doesn't give me, like, we would never be able to go anywhere. We're definitely not personality matched, and I don't think that we are, like, mentally matched. So, I mean, he's a child of God. God love you, you know, and God gives second chances like he did for me.
And what do you do?
I am unemployed. I just got released from prison, so I don't work.
All right.
I have a question.
Yes.
What are you looking to gain with this podcast? What's the purpose? Like, what drove you to be like, hey, I want to do this?
One, the main goal and the purpose of the show, if we can make a distinction, right, between good and bad, if we can make a distinction between men and women, it would get people closer to the truth, because God made the world off of distinctions. You got dark, you got light. You got bad, you got good. You got right, you got wrong, you got truth, you got lies, you got men, you got women. And currently right now in 2025, these distinctions are being diluted and conflated and twisted and inverted, where men now don't know their duties. They're more effeminate. Women are more masculine, more non-compliant. They think that they're equal to a man. So we no longer have these distinctions. And if you don't have a distinction, you think people are the same, it creates chaos and destruction. So this podcast is to wake people up to the differences of men and women. And actually, by pointing it out, is to get people closer to God, because God created these distinctions.
Yep.
So it's up to us to adhere to these distinctions. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of videos of women in their 30s and 40s.
I am so glad I did not have to be the one to say this. Viewer discretion is advised.
Exclaiming that men in their 20s are trying to date them. No, they're not. They are trying to hook up with you. And before you try to convince yourself that you're okay with that, are you really? Or are you just brainwashed into believing that promiscuity is empowering?
Now, that is a concept I can get behind wholeheartedly, because I've been saying this for a while now. Anytime I've ever come across a woman that's older and like, oh, the young boys love me. No, they don't. They just want to crack. And as a young man that's been a younger man, I knew what it was like to be like, bro, I got that 30-year-old, she with me. Not because I actually wanted to be with her. It was more so like a rite of passage, like I was becoming a man and unlocking a certain space or a level in my life where I was 25 years old with a 35, 37-year-old woman. And for the ladies that actually believe these young boys really want to be with you, just think about it for one split second. What true accomplishment is there for you to attract young men? Truly. Because y'all got all these standards for men in your age group. Y'all got all these standards for men in your age group. And I'm sure them 20-year-olds are not meeting the standard. So what is the true accomplishment here? What makes you at 30 plus, maybe even 40 plus, some of y'all even 50 plus, say that, oh, the young boys love me? So what? They want to crack. If you look good enough, what man in his right mind wouldn't? Not to mention some of y'all be grooming those young boys, but you know what? That's a different conversation for a different time. But y'all catch my drift. Ladies, them young boys do not want to be with you. And it is not a flex to say that they actually want to sleep with you. It's actually very regular. Y'all keep the change.
Would you tell your friend that they ugly? Because I think the problem is, right, The problem is, a lot of y'all hype y'all ugly friends up, and y'all be making them feel good. And so when y'all be like, hey, y'all be like, y'all call a nigga, you be like, hey man, you got a friend for my friend. When we as men, when y'all tell us that, we assess the situation a little differently. We look at our dogs and be like, okay, do he really get hoes? Is he the type of that could, you know what I'm saying? We don't judge our friends and be like, oh, like he look like, we just know like get some hoes, he could probably help me complete this mission. But y'all will literally hype y'all ugly ass friend and be like, oh no, she cute. That's a bad.
And this is, you're talking about not getting married. This is what a conclusion a lot of men are coming to, unfortunately, is these women, a lot of these ladies, they're not trying to do me any good at all. So why am I sitting up here wasting my time with them? I mean, you have to understand, and unfortunately, it is what it is. A lot of these modern women are wasting time. They're wasting your time. You're sitting up here trying to be a good man to them. You're trying to take them out, and they'll straight up tell you, I'm overlooking him. I'm not even interested in him. I don't know why he's over in my face. I don't care nothing about what he got going on. You'd be like, but this, just about everything that you're asking for, just about everything that you're looking for, you complaining about the way that he dresses, but we can change that. But, you know, it really, honestly and truly, anything else that you're upset about can be fixed. But modern women, they really don't care, right? They don't, you have to be the way they want you to be, however they want you to be, perfectly. And yet, like you, on 2K, you on Madden, you got to be rated 100. Rated 100, and you know, you can achieve 100 rating, and some of your stats could be, I don't know, like an 80 or something like that. So, but modern women, they want all your stats max, right? And then they want you to be able to turn off all the like stamina on, no, perfect shot on or whatever. I haven't played 2K in a while. Perfect shot on, yes. Shot assistance, yes. All of that, they want you to be that, but they're going to use you for that. You are their creative player. But for you as a man, you get a project. So you start at very bottom, max difficulty, no assistance, no nothing. And you're supposed to build something off of that. I love that, man.
Because what I've learned from my show, the number one reason why some men are still open to marriage, the men that are, is because of children. Like they want a legacy. Like that's important to them. And they can't. Why'd you make that face? Oh my God. But that's the truth, Joy. Like the
legacy what?
What do you mean
Do you
legacy?
have castles? What are you passing on?
Oh my God, Joy.
Besides generational trauma and bad hairlines,
Joy.
Beards that don't connect. Ugh, this legacy is nonsense. I can't.
Oh my God.
What?
It's hilarious listening to Joy Taylor be critical of men, hairlines, and whatever it is that she's saying. Meanwhile, you would expect women to have this type of mouth when they are walking around looking like God's gift. And I look at her and I'm just like, what? What's the big deal here? She talks with the same spitefulness that she talked when she was in her early 20s. The only difference is that now she has 20 extra years of pain through her failed relationships, and it comes out in her talking points.
That's the truth.
So the men that I find that call into my show that are like serious about marriage and really looking for that, they're the men who want to be a part of their children's lives. They want, they want a legacy. They want a family. And that is,
can we just say they want a family?
No, they want a legacy though. Like they say
no one's going to talk about
They really say
in 3 generations, no one's going to remember your name.
That is not true.
It is true.
That's currently true for many Black Americans because 3 to 4 generations ago, we were slaves. But it doesn't mean it has to be true for the next 3 to 4 generations, damn it. And now that we have the opportunity to build things such as generational wealth, legacy building is possible. It just depends how it's done. But your selfishness is on display, or rather, it's your degree of cope because you've been unable to have a man retain you long enough for this. So you're just unleashing your trauma onto the world. The level of cope here is inspiring.
We think we are the sun, the moon, and the fucking stars. You are a person, and more than likely, No one is writing songs about you, okay? But if you have children because you want to be a good parent and you want a family and you want to have that experience in this lifetime. This like legacy live on. Oh, you've done nothing in this life. But I'm saying that so often I hear men be like, I want a legacy. You're not a good person. Because if you're just trying to have children, you don't want a legacy. You're making another broken family. You're bringing children to this world who have to struggle through you not being in the home. What the f are you talking about? If you don't have a wife, don't say the word legacy to me, please.
The trauma.
Y'all really want me to allow a man to come and live with me in this house that I own and sleep in my bed and sleep in my room and be around me? I don't think so.
This bedroom that I've created that is so serene, that is calm, soothing, gorgeous, nothing out of place. You're telling me that I'm supposed to let a man come and live in here? That they're gonna put all their stuff in here? Oh no.
You see, the problem though is you have no issues going and living with a man who has something like that or even nicer than that. You would gladly pack your fucking bags and move in with a man who is living way better than that. And you think that they should just accept you coming in there and putting your in their place, but you can't do that for a man? Y'all are so one-sided, it's ridiculous.
Is this you with our son?
Yes, I'm not gonna neglect a kid, a good father, just because his father wouldn't step up to the plate, correct?
So you did raise him since he was a baby, correct?
Correct, but he's not my biological son, and you know this.
Do you believe that it's appropriate for you to be ordered to pay child support for this child?
No, I'm not the biological father, no.
The husband's name is Francisco and the wife's name is Norma. Norma is suing Francisco for child support for a child that is not biologically his. Francisco has come prepared with a lawyer, and there she goes right down here, by the name of Lanice. I always implore my young G's to invest into a lawyer, but I can understand that they are expensive. Nevertheless, in most cases, it's a worthy investment, especially when the topic is child support.
What would you request the court to do regarding this child if this judgment is set aside?
I just get removed from the child support. We would want to file for divorce and do everything the correct way and get what's needed for the children done and do whatever we need to do to make everything right and get the proper documentation and everything done.
And did you or did you not tell me that it was going to be your way, that he had no dad, you were the dad, we were married, and this was your son?
Objection as to relevant. Oh, sorry, relevance.
The fact that this is even a debate, a dispute, the fact that she can bring this in front of a judge, the fact that they're even having a conversation about this being thrown out demonstrates yet another reason, another example of why the family court systems are against men. This man, for some reason, thought it was a good idea to take responsibility for a child that was not biologically his in a marriage that you had with him. And instead of respecting that time period, because you're about to go through a divorce, you try to weaponize the simp against him. Once the relationship ends, the responsibility should not be dragged forward for the next 18 years of this man's life. It is ridiculous to think that her is even being entertained and demonstrates just how broken this system is.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you single?
Yes.
You think dating gets easier as you age, or is it going to get harder?
I feel like it might get harder, but I feel like it would be easy for me. I don't know.
How so?
Because I'm not like these typical girls that are out here showing naked. I'm very like housewife material. I have discernment. Yeah.
What would you say makes you a good housewife, though?
I would say I would listen to my man. Like, I would be there for him. I feel like that's an answer that every woman gives, but in reality, I am very, like, My man leads, I follow.
He says, we're leaving Miami because I have a better job in Minnesota. You're going with him.
Definitely, yes. That's my man. I'm going to go with him.
If he told you, I don't like what you're wearing today, it's a little bit too provocative, you would change for him.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm not even comfortable wearing shorts.
If he told you, Lisa isn't the best influence in your friend group, you should probably spend less time with her, you'd listen to him.
Yes, because they're not around my friends as much as I am, so they're able to see things I cannot see.
So where do you think so many women get lost in the, I'm an independent girl and I just don't need a man in my life?
I think it's the internet. The internet has changed women into believing that they can do things on their own and they can they don't need to listen to a man until they're in their mid-30s and buying their own drink and realizing, well, I should have gotten that man when I was in my mid-20s.
I don't even understand.
Reality is starting to set in for a lot of them. Viewer discretion is advised.
And how it's possible that somebody who looks as good as I do is pumping my own gas. It's an evil world we live in.
The only part about that video that I can actually agree with is she's right. It is an evil world we live in. But I don't know when y'all gonna realize or understand that just because you look good don't mean you're gonna get a man. Like, the men are not what they used to be. Now, in this video in particular, she could be talking about the fact that she just shouldn't have to pump her gas at all. Like, a man should see her at the gas pump and offer to pump it for her. Or she could be talking about the fact that she does not have a man to pump her gas, like while she's in a relationship. We are moving to a different beat of the drum. We are moving with a bit more pep in our step. We're not taking no from a woman just because she look good. Neither are we going out our way to display our chivalry for random women. We tried that and it ended horribly. Y'all got on every platform, on every mountaintop, and told us how much y'all don't enjoy it. And I know for her, it's like, bro, I look this good. It's like, yeah, niggas won't give none of that right now. Like, where's that gonna get me? Where does your beauty get me? And the advice I would give any woman that thinks like this young lady here is, if you look inward, you just might find something, truly. Because inside of you is where all the solutions to your issues lie, especially when it comes to dating. Just because you look great don't mean you are great. Those days are over. Men are actually looking for substance, peace, along with beauty. If you can't come with all three, most men that got some going for themselves are not going to settle for that. Nah, we cool. But you know what, like any other video, I know she ain't going to listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Y'all keep it change.
And I think MTR was kind of reviewing a situation where a man wasn't really the father of a child, but he kind of stepped in and you know, started doing what a lot of men would do. It started, you know, it's not my child, but I want to step in and I want to, you know, I like this woman. And so package deal, she comes with a child. But now after we broke up, we were married, now I'm trying to get some child support from a man that he's not even actually the father, right? You know, sometimes they say to you, you got to step up and be a man. And sometimes the community, sometimes your parents will say that to you. You'll come to them and you'll say, hey, this is a situation. She's a single mother. I'm not sure if I should do it. You know, and it's speaking specifically to what MTR says, for some reason, why would you do that? Because a lot of times people rely on their community and what their community says and the people that you trust, right? So that might be a reason that he comes in and he says, well, you know, I'm kind of unsure about it, but she seems like a nice enough person. I'm gonna go ahead and give her a chance. Because you're not trying to be, as a man, you're not really trying to be all that picky. You know, you got mistakes. And you know, well, you know, some people done gone out there, they done their thing, they didn't live the whole life before me. Let's see what we can do. And you go all the way, even though you have some concerns, and this is what you get yourself into. And that's why I have a lot of men saying she might be a nice person, but even before you get yourself into any of this, let her go. Oh man, she fine. Oh man, she look like she only have a child. Let her go. Let her go.
So do me a favor, to all my brown girls who are starting college, you actually don't have to date the first guy that gives you attention. And believe me, I know I'm speaking from experience because I was super sheltered in high school, didn't really date, was a late bloomer. So when I got to high school, when I got to college, I was like, oh my God, it's like open season. And like all these guys are like starting to give me attention and like everyone's being so social. And literally like the first guy I met on the first day I moved in, I ended up dating him on and off for a year. Why? You don't have to settle for someone's crusty, dusty son.
Like, settle in, get your friend group going, see like where you kind of vibe, and then maybe like wait for the third guy or like the fifth guy that gives you attention, and then like maybe you can like go for that.
Quantifying when you should by the third to the fifth person is just makes no sense. As if the third to fifth guy is going to be a better option than the first guy. Like, what are you talking? Like, is there not any requirements that you can teach them to look out for to identify the characteristics of a guy who is trying to seriously date? Like, could you not do that? Oh, that's right. You were too busy popping that punani flapjack in white boy frat houses. Fun college times with us all, including waking up multiple times with a sore anus. Here we go.
Wait, okay, I met this guy on Tinder. I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over. I like woke up in the morning and like my a little sore.
Also, all my G's out there, when you're dating these young women, always acknowledge, right? Like, always pay attention to the way that they talk about men. If they talk about prior men within their lives as crusty dusty, these are the women that have a low barometer hate for men. They don't honor or appreciate what a man is, and at times of conflict within relationship, that's their default. But anyway, it's clear in watching this clip.
Time in my life, but I know I will never find a girl that loves me this much ever again.
Liz lives in the house. She claims she rode it through with him.
When I first met Akash, I felt there was something so special about him. He has character, he has integrity, like he loves me so much. That kind of connection withstood all of the bad times. Even though everything got so bad, I would just pray so hard every day just to get out of that situation, and I feel like slowly but surely we kind of crawled out of it.
Oh, that just sounds so amazing. She was busy just praying for him while he was grinding to make it work. Just so interesting to watch the degree of cope within him to somehow now, as a system of validation, give her these things that he was unable to do previously, while her also acting like it's never enough, complaining that his birthday is one of the worst days out the year, and complaining that she has to get him a gift on Christmas.
We are some of the most delusional, unstable, restarted people in the world. I swear, I talk a lot of about women, but I really do love being a woman. But you gotta admit, we are some of the most delusional, unstable, restarted people in the world. Just think about it. Women always talking about how they don't need a man. You're saying you don't need a man online, on the internet that a man created. You're saying that you don't need a man. You're typing it in a phone that a man created the technology for and the hardware for. You are saying that you don't need a man while sitting in a house or a apartment that was built by men. You are driving to your job in a car that was built, I'm pretty sure, by a man, but you don't need men. Maybe I should speak in a language that you understand. Louis Vuitton, male. Gucci, male. Christian Louboutin, males. Y'all love them. They're all men. Make it make sense.
Is the good man shortage real or just overdue accountability?
I don't like that question. I don't think there's a good man shortage. You know what I think? I think that the majority of people that people are seeing are in the low vibrational crowd, and that crowd is loud, but it's the minority. I think the good people you don't really see, and this is men and women, because they be in the house. They be working towards their goals. They be in the gym. They are doing things that make them better. And so they're not in the collective of what is loudest in society. But when you go on Instagram and what you see is people popping bottles every weekend, and what you see is people that only care about the bags and the shoes, it's no wonder why people think there's no good men. No, there's no good men at where you're going because you're focused on the wrong thing. Do you want a good man that has character? Are you going to seminars? Are you going to retreats? Are you going to the gym? Are you going to the grocery store? Are you eating at healthy places? Are you going places where people actually care about themselves? Or are you going where people are going to celebrate and spend $1,000 a weekend? And for what? When they struggling to pay their rent every month. That's crazy to me. It doesn't make any sense, personally.
Okay, so he wants you soft and feminine, but he has zero plan, zero leadership, and zero safety. How can a woman follow a man who isn't going anywhere?
You don't.
She can't, yeah.
You let that man go. That man is probably 20-something for the record, because a lot of them young little buckies, they got life to live.
Them YNs,
you know, little buckies, they got life to live.
Number one, you felt calm, but not the spark.
You felt calm. Maynard, he's a good man.
Right.
He's a good man. So the guy from your past, when you say, I didn't feel the spark, but you felt calm, you felt relaxed, he felt and seemed very intentional, and you moved on and didn't find what you're looking for, and now it's 4, 5, 8 years after the fact, that was a sign that you
that was your him. That was your him.
Because remember, not all guys are going to bring that peace and calmness out of you.
Mm-mm.
So if he does, and because you don't feel the Hollywood, Disney World, social media spark that everybody tells you supposed to be there, you assume that you couldn't have grown into that. You couldn't have grown to appreciate him. You couldn't have grown to even really love him. But because you didn't feel that little, like you said, immature Disney World spark.
Butterflies, which is really nervousness. That's not, calm is good. Calm means safe.
Yes. Facts. Number 2, he treated you better than anyone before. I can't tell you how many ladies talked about he did everything right. He treated me the best that I've ever been treated, and you still ain't with him. What the hell? You still
let him go.
Every time I post a video about,
I'm not gonna lie, ladies, a lot of y'all takes are getting worse as time goes on. Viewer discretion advised.
how a man should be taking care of his woman, spoiling her, whatever, there's always men in the comments, and it honestly makes me laugh. They say, it goes both ways. It goes both ways.
First and foremost, you had to force yourself to laugh, and we can tell. Because you know deep down, someone saying that it goes both ways is not funny at all. There's literally no humor in that. But on to more pressing matters, what is the issue with the man saying that his woman must reciprocate the energy that he's putting into said relationship? How on God's green earth can you find an issue in a statement as simple as that?
I think that is, hilarious. That's honestly the problem. Men like that, you have to stay away from. You need to do your part. Make your woman feel good, treat her good, spoil her. And in return, you get 10 times more when you do that. You get 10 times more.
I hate doing videos like this because they speak so vaguely and they just expect people to understand the message. What is the 10 times more? And if they do get 10 times more, why should women stay away from men that want them to reciprocate the energy that they are putting into the relationship? That's a win-win situation if you know you're going to redistribute 10 times more of what he's already doing. I'm 1,000,000% sure if men were getting 10 times more of what they were already putting in, there'd be a plethora of men trying to scratch and claw to be in a relationship with women.
But the problem is that men don't even want to try anymore. They don't even want to bother. They're stingy. They're gross. They're selfish. And yeah.
This was definitely a waste of my efforts. She didn't say anything the whole video. Not 1 ounce of actual advice or knowledge or information of any sort that could benefit anybody. Just literally out here wasting everybody's time. Men and women. This has got to stop. It must come to an end at some point. We can't continue to let people missing chromosomes to get online and give us ill-advised advice. This is not okay. This is not okay. Like, bro, they're making this more difficult for us. And the saddest part about all of it is I know they are not going to listen to me because I am just a normal guy. Y'all keep the change.
You know, so I definitely understand what self-checkout is saying here, man. Because a lot of these modern women, what they're doing is they're trying to get you to put earnest money down, right? If you're in real estate, you're an investor, to keep people from kicking the tires and wasting your time, put a deposit down. And there has actually been some women that say, hey, you know, you're going to put a deposit down on this date so I don't keep on wasting my time. Okay. I think men are okay with that. It's just the deposit that you're trying to get them to put down is a little bit whack. Like, say for instance, I want a man to put down at least $500, right? Bare minimum $250, but at least $500. And if you're a real big spender, you a baller, you know, money's not even an object to you. So you should be able to easily throw down $1,000, $2,000 on a date and really take me out, take me shopping, dinner, a whole experience. That's what they're looking for, right? And so you can quantify it. A man can say to you, well, I can't give you the $250 today, but if you go to coffee with me and we just sitting here talking, or ice cream or whatever, we just sitting there talking and say, man, I really, really like this girl. That same week, you go to coffee on Monday, that same week, the man will say, hey man, I saw this great place over here. I wanted to see, if you wanted to go. And that place is a little bit more nicer, or I should say it has a little bit more expanded menu than a coffee shop, because you have a lot of nice coffee shops. There's a little bit more expanded menu. And so now you're looking at a date that might cost you $175, $200, right? So you're not quite to your $250, but you're inching up there, working it from a $30, $40 coffee date, right? And when you went to coffee, you got exactly what you wanted. You got a drink, you got snacks, and honestly and truly, whatever you wanted there. So it wasn't just some scrub coffee date. So you did that, and then you move up to 175, 40 to 175. That's a pretty big jump, I would say. You move from 175 up to, hey, it's Friday. I don't know if you were doing anything. You want to go over to this bar? And y'all keep on dating. In the course of, I don't know, maybe a month and a half, 2 months, you might be sitting there staring $250, $300. You said $250 is bare minimum. You might be sitting there staring $300 dead in the face, right? And then that same month, at the end of the month, you go on a $500 date, right? If you get into a relationship, the man, because there's no telling, you might get the $1,000 date. It might not actually be a date, but it's $1,000 worth of stuff, right? It's the experience. Y'all, but depending on when y'all start going out, come December, Christmas, he might spend big on you and spend at least $750 to $1,000 on you. So you're right. Within a year, you're already where you said you wanted to be. That's the investment stepping stone that men are talking about. You went from $40 to $1,000, and the man is probably going to do more for you. That's what you can expect, because you've been a good woman. You've been an asset to him. But modern women are no longer assets. They're not assets at all. And then they're saying, if you do me this way, if you put $1,000 into me, you'll get 10 times more. 10 times more of what? What does that look like? 10 times more of me looking prettier. I'll try harder to put on better makeup. I'll buy things for myself that makes me look better. Nothing specific to you.
To look natural is by contradiction to look cheap. When men say they like a natural woman, what they mean is they want someone who is an inexpensive upkeep. When they look at you as a single woman and they see that you have an expensive bag, your nails are done, your hair is done, your skin is clear, your body is tea, all they see is dollar signs. And they know that that will be expensive for them now and more so in the future. This is why most men will say, I like a natural woman, when they in fact do not. That is just all they can afford currently. When they get the financial means to afford their 10 out of 10, the girl who takes care of herself, the girl who likes luxury things, the girl who wants to live a soft life, they will go ahead and jump ship on that natural girl and go to her. Because although men don't know the true cost of all of the beautifying treatments that we get as women, they have some sort of an idea. When you look good, smell good, have good hair, have good hygiene, and do the additional things on top of that, they know you're not playing games. That's going to cost them money. You are not free. So they'll go to Pick Me Sally over here, who wears no makeup, whose hair's in a hot bun mess, who wears Cookie Monster pajamas, and it's not because she's better than you. In fact, she's not. It's because she's easier and she's less upkeep. So for all my baddies out there who are always thinking, why am I single? I take care of myself. I like nice things. I have a good job. I, buy all of these things for myself. It's not you, baby. It's that men see you and see a price tag that they just cannot afford. Keep it pushing. You'll find that one. I love you.
She's officially changed her name to Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi. I feel a way about women who have made a really strong career for themselves off of their own name, getting rid of their name and taking the name of a man.
Also a little hyphen. There's nothing wrong with the hyphen.
What's wrong with the hyphen? Feels like we're getting into weird trad wifey territory, especially Millie. She talks a lot about like living on that farm with all those animals and cooking dinner for her husband.
Getting married at like 19, 20 and now living on a farm feels very
Adopting a kid.
1800s to me.
Very 1800.
It's either like you're your dad's property or your husband's property. I was like,
how about she'll do whatever the she wants? Was that option ever considered? And notice that nobody on this podcast, from what I could find, actually even has a boyfriend, let alone a husband. So maybe you should shut up. I just think the CIA would love so much to know that if Millie had been throwing it in a circle at the Rolling Loud Music Festival for the entire internet to see, these women would be praising her. You go, girl. I know that's right. But because she wants to allow her husband's last name to continue and bolster a lineage, a legacy, and perhaps when she's not working, she'll cook him a meal. She'll wash a dish or two. She'll take care of her adopted child. Suddenly, she's the Antichrist. I can't do it anymore. Oh my God.
What am I supposed to do with this? Like, what was your intention behind this? I'm not putting this on our door.
No, you're going to put that in your new apartment or wherever the hell you're going to live. Yeah, so what you'll do is you'll grab some nails and a hammer, and if you're good at it, maybe find a stud behind the wall or something. You'll take the nail, put it on the wall, tap it in with the hammer.
But why would
and
I
then
hang
you take
this
this.
up? But I'm
Then you
not
take
a
this.
cheater.
No, you're not listening to me. Then you'll take this and you'll just hang it up.
But I'm not a cheater.
That way, when you have visitors,
I don't understand why
everybody
you have
knows.
this made. But I didn't cheat.
You've been cheating. That's the whole point of this. You think I'd go through all of this if I wasn't sure?
This is so extra.
Yeah, it really is, and honestly, I don't care.
Honest to God, though, like, fine, whatever. I have a Tinder. I don't even know how you found this. Like,
I told you I looked it up on
I
Tinder.
didn't intend for you to find that at all. And like, I don't want to leave you.
I want you to leave me. That's the point. Yeah, I don't
But that's
know
not
if you
what
got
I
that or
want.
not. Oh, I've said it. This will be the third time
Yeah,
I've
we
said
just-
it now.
we have
I
kids.
don't care.
I know, but we have kids. We can't just stay together for the kids.
I don't care if we have kids. You cheated on me.
Right, but they need both their parents in the same house.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, I'll be
It's
perfectly
important for
fine
their
taking care of them.
You?
Yeah, me.
I don't know why you would think you would get the kids.
Oh, the
Those are
evidence
my
is stacked
kids.
against you, honey. There's a lot more than
Well,
just this
guess what?
Tinder.
The judge always tends to side with the mom, so good luck trying to take
All right. Well, I've been building this case for me for a long time now. So
Yeah,
there's
I'm
gonna be
sure
a
you
little bit
have.
more than this Tinder that's gonna
I'm
be
sure you
popping up.
have.
So
Take this stupid outsider.
So I live in a 10-story apartment building, and I only pay $50 in rent. Does that make you angry? Does that make you shiver in your boots? Does that make you want to punch me in my face? I pay $50 for a 2-bedroom for my family of 6, with the help of your tax dollars. Thank you very much. Love you guys. So because of that video I made of my family of 7 living in a 2-bedroom apartment and me only paying $50, somebody on here was so miserable to go report me that now they gave me an eviction notice for 30 days. So now I need a lawyer. Thanks to y'all taxpayers that are so mad that you're paying my $50 in rent for my 2-bedroom apartment for a family of 7. I don't know how y'all even found out where I live. It's a 10-story apartment building. Y'all found out where I live. Y'all contacted the housing people. I don't know what you said to them, but now me and my family's getting evicted and we're gonna be on the streets. So thanks a lot.
Where do single men between the ages of 28 and 40 go on Saturdays? And I don't mean like a specific restaurant or a specific location. I mean generally speaking. Are they at the gym? Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like? Because I can tell you what a Saturday for a 28 to 40-year-old single woman looks like. As part of my fall of outdoors, I'm trying to integrate experiences where I get to meet the male species. Every time that I've tried to do that, the places that I end up tend to be proliferated with 24-year-old men screaming at a television about football. For example, my Saturday looks like this. I wake up, I take my dog on a walk, I try to get in a gym class of some sort, Pilates, some kind of stretching class, I take a shower, make a cup of coffee, make my breakfast, and then I try and do about 2 hours of either work or personal, errands. And then from about 12 p.m. until approximately 5 p.m., I try and do something social with my friends. We'll go to a bar to watch a football game, go to the beach for the afternoon, whatnot. And then I typically stay in on Saturday night, order in DoorDash, watch a movie, have a glass of wine, and go to bed. It's the male equivalent of that, so I know where to find you guys during the period of 12 to 5.
A lot of people not gonna like me for what I'm about to say. And I don't care. I'm still going to say it. I honestly believe that some women are jealous of the man for what he is capable of and what she lacks. For example, yes, a woman can raise a daughter into a woman, but a woman cannot raise a boy into a man. Baby, you got until maybe 10 years old before he grows up to start being stronger, taller, and less afraid of her, where your authority won't even matter. Somebody's gonna have to step in. Then most single mothers are on government assistance just to fill in for the man not being in the house. You know? Yeah. But a man can raise a son and a daughter into adulthood to have better morals and emotional stability, more success under their belt, better decision making, great self-esteem, accountability, and the list goes on. I mean, fathers, right? But don't be mad. Don't argue about that. Be proud. You can benefit from that. All you got to do is let the man in the house. Let that man be a man. Let that man be a father. And you'll reap all the benefits of you having a really great household just for letting a man do what he's designed to do. But get this. Not only can a man raise both a son and a daughter with ease with no government assistance. I know, so unfair. He can also bring a woman into womanhood. That's why the father gives away the daughter when they get married. And you see, a man can teach a woman how to be a good wife. He can. And a man can help a mother be a better mother. I know. Look at the man. Some of y'all are just jealous of how capable the man is, when really you should be proud of all the benefits that come with having a man that is that capable. You're looking at it wrong, love. Don't you just love the man?
Sensational. And it honestly and truly, modern women are seeing what men have been talking about for a long, long time. A lot of times men are multifaceted. They can do a lot of things. But modern women, because they think, and this is why they're not giving men the credit that they deserve. Because modern women, for some reason, they think they're in competition with a man. And so if I give the man his flowers, then who's going to be the princess? I have to maintain my control. And you might be sitting there talking about, like, what control are you maintaining? It doesn't really make any sense. Like, I thought we were kind of on the same team. You should be, but you're not. That's the problem. You should be on the same team, but you're not. Modern women, even though they'll tell you something different, they're always in competition with the men in their, really honestly and truly, they're always in competition with the people in their lives. And the people in their lives don't really know about it. Right? So they're always trying to measure up to somebody and do the exact same thing that that person's doing, when really, if you just use your specific talents, you should be good. But modern women don't want to hear that, because they have a complex about themselves. And so they think they got to be just like you and be better at that stuff than you, when you're naturally talented at it. And so you're just naturally better at it. They spend the next 10, 15 years trying to surpass you. And when they finally do, they have this, oh yes, I finally did. I beat you. I don't need it. And you're like, what's going on? What's going on is she's been warring with herself, and you've been living your life peacefully. And now she's stressed out, on medication, having to go to the therapist every day, have him on speed dial, because she created this beast and this monster that now, after 15 years, she needs intensive therapy to deal with.